everyone, welcome to another week's video. Today I have something very exciting to share with you. I cannot wait myself to try those. I got the three new Schmincke liquid earth colors. These are new releases. They just got available for sale and I was super curious about them, as I really enjoy using watercolor and mineral pigments, and these are based on mineral pigments from what I can see. They are vegan, they are traditional mineral pigment, and yeah, they work like watercolor. These are supposed to be used for those type of drawing techniques with very few colors, maybe with charcoal, and I'm really excited to see how they behave on paper. So here we have the liquid sanguine, liquid amber, and liquid chalk, and I'm gonna also be seeing how they mix with the liquid charcoal. The one I have is the grapeseed black. So I have here a little swatch sheet prepared. I'm going to be swatching the three of them on the top, and then I drew a little color chart here where I'm gonna see how they mix well together. So just take a drink of your choice, relax, enjoy. Now I'm gonna put some music while I swatch, and then once everything is finished and dried, I'll come back and have some comments on what I think about these paints. But before I start, as usually, I would like to ask you, if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It really helps me and the channel, and also hit that notifications button so you know when I'm gonna be sharing my next video. I have some interesting things coming up, and remember to give me that thumbs up now and leave your comment. I really enjoy reading your comments and I really appreciate your support. So now, without further ado, let's start swatching. So what do I think of these paints? I think they are really lovely to work with. I found their texture really pleasant to paint. If you have ever painted with the Japanesque Turner gouache, you know that graininess that you can feel in the paint. That's a similar feeling I had with this earth liquid earth colors from Schmincke. I did here the little color chart where I try mixing the 3 new liquid earth with the grape seed charcoal, and I was really happy with the results. I used different proportions of the colors, and some, of course, you can see they have a bigger difference due to their tones, but I really enjoy working with them. Even the white, I'm not sure if you can see very well on camera, but it has a nice kind of warmer tint, and I'm really not a fan of using white in watercolor, but this white in particular, I felt like, I don't know, it felt very natural looking, and I felt it could be also used if you want to do some background that you don't want to leave the paper as is. Instead of using a very, very light wash of another color, you could also use this white, or you can use it like I did here if you want to create some pastel looking tones. It's an interesting one, and it can also be used on toned paper. I want to experiment a little bit more with that. But yeah, I really enjoyed painting with it. You can see also there's some texture, most of all in the mixes with the charcoal, but also here on the umber you can see some texture, some color separation even in between dark and ochre kind of color. So it's really nice. And I did some tests here, doing some painting to see how the paint behaves, and I would say it mixes wet on wet pretty similar to watercolor. It's not one of those crazy exploding pigments like you would have sometimes with core, for example. They don't go everywhere, but they mix well, wet on wet. I try using some salt here on this leaf to see if there would have any result. It's still wet now with the salt. It will take forever to dry, but I haven't seen much texture with it so far. When I'll be editing this video, I will add here a note if I found that it changed as it got completely dry, but so far it's very, very mild texture using the salt. I also tried here to do some glazing for patterns on the acorns, and I had a bit of difficulty with it. At least from my experience now, I wouldn't say it's very easy to glaze with these paints. They can be very easily lifted, so every time I tried to go over the top of the previous layer, I kept erasing the previous layer, so it was a bit hard to get a second layer on top. It might be the case also that I could leave it to dry for longer and try again. That's something I had to experiment with, but if you are impatient and you want to start your layers right away once the previous one is dry, it's not going to be very easy with these paints. But apart from that, if you like natural tones, if you like working with mineral pigments, I think these are very lovely. You get a lot of paint if you get these tubes, but they also have set with the 3 of them in a 5 ml tube format, which would be good if you are not sure if you will enjoy these paints. You can get the kit with the smaller tubes, and I really enjoyed them. I hope that was useful for you if you are thinking of getting this paint. And if you liked the video, like I said, please remember to give me that thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you've tried already this new product from Schmincke, if you're thinking of trying, and what you would use to paint with. I have plans of painting some maybe some moths or mushrooms. I'm not sure yet, but once I figure that out, I'm gonna be probably filming myself painting a little bit, and then I'll share here with you my experience. Now, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye!